Hey guys, it's Gams, and today I kind of wanted to just start sharing more of what I am doing to improve and how I have been improving this past few months. I played League for like 2 months, and then I took a 1 month break when I went on a trip, and then I played for another month, and that's what it took me to go from Iron 3 to Silver 4. And a lot of people are wondering, like, how did I do this? And to be honest, it wasn't really a simple process. It took me a while and a lot of effort to get where I am at. The main thing that I think people do wrong is that they play the game without any. They play the game on autopilot. They just play. They don't do anything to try to get better. Because I promise you that if people did try to do things to get better, they would get out of bronze. They would get out of iron. It's really about effort and about being smart about your game. You don't want to just spam games. It's not really good. Like, sure, you may learn some things, but I think it's better to focus on improvement over just playing the game. Actually, I wanted to share with you guys what it really took for me to get to where I am at today. This is one of my newer spreadsheets, but I've been doing this for a while. Like, if I show you guys, I have a really old one here. This is from when I was Iron 1. I used to VOD review every single one of my games, and I would write what is good and what I was working on. If you guys know, I have been doing this for a while. I've mentioned this before as well. But this was when I used to play Evelyn 2. And now I have a more recent one that I made when I was Bronze 2. And these games I just kind of got a little bit tilted and I didn't review. But yeah, this is kind of like a different system that I was trying out. Instead of the one where I would just VOD review. In this one I had a goal every game, and it actually really helped me to have something to kind of focus on when I was playing, because to be honest, there's a lot that goes on in this game. League of Legends is not an easy game. It is really complicated. And so I found that focusing on these three things kind of really helped me lock in when I was playing instead of just playing. So I would focus on CS, focus on how many times I died, because I found that often I was dying a lot, I used to lose, and then just number of objectives. But yeah, and I just, it's just about effort, I guess. This is what takes for me. Maybe not for everyone, but I've never played a game like this before. It is a really complicated game and there's a lot to it. So this is really what gets me kind of to not autopilot, to be able to VOD review my games, to be able to see what I'm actually doing wrong and what I really need to improve on. These games are actually yesterday's games. I have not VOD reviewed yet. I don't VOD review all of my games. Some, like for example here, I had a coaching session for this game. So every note here is just from the coaching session. And then, so I didn't VOD review these ones. I didn't see these games. And whenever I VOD review, people ask me, like, what do you even do when you VOD review? I use Outplayed because of the timestamps and they're really good. And whenever I VOD review, I actually look at, first, where did I die? So if you open Outplayed, like I had earlier, it gives you timestamps. Well, I actually didn't, well, I died once this game. I can't see it. Okay, let's look at a game that I died more, like this one. It gives you little skulls. Okay, wait. It gives you little skulls wherever you die. So this is a way that I really found helpful to VOD review, is just looking where those little skulls are and thinking about, like, okay, why did I die here? And was this a good death or a bad death? Like, for example, here, this was obviously a really bad death. And I died from mainly lack of awareness on the map and just getting very greedy for this kill without any of my laners nearby and no idea where the enemy teammates are. So, really bad death. But some deaths are not bad. Like, for example, if I'm stealing Baron or stealing Elder or whatever it may be, it's not necessarily a bad death, because with Shyvana, if I don't have stacks from Darkseal, I don't really lose anything. Unless I have like a really big shutdown, but yeah, that's kind of like the main thing that I look at if I don't know where to look for. But some games I have a general idea of, what I did wrong. So I just kind of look at those minutes to see what I'm doing wrong, or if I get invaded, I kind of try to think how can I prevent this and stuff like that. But yeah, this is kind of what it took for me, and I will be sharing a lot more kind of what I'm working on and how I am improving in the game as I keep ranking up. But for now, the plan is to focus on very few skills and really master those. I'm gonna be focusing on jungle tracking mainly. That's gonna be like kind of like the main skill that I want to get really good at, because I think that jungle tracking is really powerful. If you know where the enemy jungler is, or you have an idea of where they are, it allows you to make better plays around the map, and it's just, I think, a really good skill to have. And the second thing will be vision control slash playing around Fog of War or with Fog of War, because I also think that is super powerful, and getting really good at those two skills opens up a lot of other things, and it makes other things easier. For example, objective control with vision and Fog of War, and jungle tracking really makes getting objectives so much easier to know where the enemy jungler is and to have good vision around the objective, as well as ganking, vision, and knowing where the enemy jungler is allows you to gank easier. So there's kind of like a lot of things get better if I improve my jungle tracking and my vision and Fog of War. So that's what I'm going to be working on, and I'll probably be sharing to you guys what the process of learning those two skills is and what other things I learned along the way. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to make kind of like an introduction to this, I wouldn't say it's a series, but to this like new video idea that I had, because a lot of people have been requesting that I post more about my improvement. I will also be sharing long form games with my thought process. I often do give my thought process whenever I stream, so make sure you guys go watch that if you're curious about how I actually think. But I'll be posting other videos about what I'm thinking in game, like more in depth than I would on stream. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'll be doing. I'll just be sharing how I'm improving, and this will maybe give you guys a better insight on how I've been ranking up, and it will also kind of help me, or not help me, but like, it'll be nice to have something to look back at once I'm a higher rank. I can be like, I used to think like this when I was silver, like I can see kind of how much I have improved. That's the main purpose of this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for all the support you have given me in this journey. I can't wait to keep ranking up with you guys, and like always, I always take tips and any sort of help that anyone may have. I already receive a lot of help from coaches that I have from my community, which I really am grateful to them. But you know, if you guys really have anything that you see that stands out that I'm not doing very good, you can always let me know, and I am always happy to learn more and to know more. And I know that a lot of you are thinking that this spreadsheet is too extra, or like I'm doing too much, but like this is what it takes for me. I know maybe not for many people, but this is how I learn, and this has worked for me before. It took me all the way from iron to silver in 3 months, so I think it works pretty well. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.